Well, good afternoon. My name is Herm Verbeek, and a lot of discussion has already gone on about R&D. Well, you know that a lot of R&D is spent also here in the region, and part of this R&D spending is put into what they call intellectual property, and a part of this intellectual property, again, is protected by patents, for example, and some of these patents are then used in the company in their own domain where they act, and they get revenue from that. That's the normal thing to do. But what if additional revenue could be generated in domains outside that initial domain? That's what we call secondary valorization. Sounds very nice because all the big risks due to industrialization of the patent have already been covered in the first step. So it's very attractive to use secondary valorization. But why does it not happen then? Very scarcely you see that from a donor company it goes to a receptor company in another application. Well, I think there are a few reasons for that, a lot of reasons. The most important ones: Babylonian confusion, I explained in break what that means, domain bias of the people in that first company, and the big role of chance in the whole process. So this doesn't work. You need a completely different approach. A detour, not a straight line, but a detour. And centrally in the detour is a method that you could call a mirrored TRIZ approach. And the technologists here might know what the TRIZ approach is. That's also something for later. Basically what we do is transfer the value of that IP in the original domain and put it against a problem in another domain. So it's not Houston, we have a problem. No, it's Houston, we have a solution. What now? Well, that's the core of the process, which is more complex than this, but this is what you should remember. And then at the end, of course, there will come new value within the receptor company because they have more value in the products. And part of this value will flow through to the donor company, which receives additional value, additional revenues with very minimal costs, so very attractive. And of course, a part of that will go to the company Mult-IP-lier in direct or indirect ways. Well, what do we need? What are we looking for today? Two things: donor companies, so companies that have IP, have heavily invested in that, and are interested in leveraging that investment. That's one. And the other one are networking partners who can connect us with such partners and are willing to think along these lines, are also interested in these kind of ideas. That's the basic thing we're looking for currently.
Pretty straightforward. Thank you very much, Herm Verbeek.